Mainit na balita.
Do we actually need a law to declare a friendship bill? What is the use of such a law? Shouldn't there just be a presidential issuance?
Friendship bill na pinasa ni Senator Tulfo. Binara. Milyones na budget para dito. Aksaya nga lang ba sa kaban ng bayan? Nagulat nga ang marami sa naging reaksyon ng veteranang senadora na si Senator Imee Marcos patungkol nga sa pinasa na batas ni Senador Raffy Tulfo na tila daw ay hindi na kailangan at tila ba pinapahiwatig ng senadora na aksaya lamang ito sa oras. Sa nangyaring pagdinig sa Committee on Foreign Relations na pinamumunuan ni Senator Imee Marcos ay na-question nga ang batas ni Senador Raffy Tulfo na di umano'y Friendship Bill na nagdedeklara sa ika-26 ng Hunyo kada taon na Philippine-France Friendship Day na ayon pa kay Senator Imee Marcos na tila walang kwenta dahil hindi naman kailangan gawa ng batas ang mga bagay na ito at pwede namang magdeklara na lamang ang Pangulo ng Bansa ng isang executive order at kung talagang pag-iisipan nga naman ay isang walang kwentang mungkahi nga naman ito para sa isang batas na sinang-ayunan naman ng Department of Foreign Affairs.
We begin with the bill of Senator Tulfo. I believe it's to do with France. Perhaps before going into the detail regarding the various Friendship Day bills, I'd like to primarily ask, do we actually need a law to declare a friendship bill? What is the use of such a law? Shouldn't there just be a presidential issuance? In my understanding, other countries do not legislate friendship bills. So, is this even necessary? DFA, please. Yes, please.
Okay.
Just a quick question. Why is it even necessary to enact a law to commemorate friendship with France or any other country? Yes, there's a level of concern with the first one, which is the Philippine-France one. It involved 15 million and also falls under one of the cultural affairs groups under the NHCP and not the DFA, which I thought was peculiar as well.
In fact, for us, due to our tight fiscal policy, it is more prudent for us to do these things on not every year, but on significant years like 15, 20.
That's correct. Yes. What I know is 50 years is usually the operative time frame, di ba?
Thirdly, ma'am, we have also to take into consideration the political sensitivity of this proposal. Of course, other countries would ask why we are only doing this to several countries, not to others. So there is a political sensitivity component into this proposal.
Yes, I think there's a level of concern with regard to the Philippine-Israel Friendship Day. This might not be the best time to do so, to pass such.
For other questions, yes. For other questions, when we have the heads of our ASPAC, our Middle East, and our European affairs to address some of the questions, specific questions. Thank you.
Okay, that's great. Is there anyone else who would like to weigh in on the propriety and necessity of passing Friendship Day bills with various countries? Anything else we'd like to add? Firstly, we don't have any friendship bills with ASEAN, which should be the first circle of friendship. Wala namang ganun, di ba? So, I'm a little curious as to the need for this. Sige. And if absolutely necessary, if there's some urgent, compelling, and very important reason to declare a Friendship Day, surely an executive issuance from the President would suffice. What are your thoughts, DFA, please?
Definitely, yes, ma'am. It doesn't have to be through legislation. It can be done through an executive order, administrative order, or maybe in fact
Nothing at all. I mean, you just celebrate it,
on
right?
the part of of the Senate or Congress, you can pass also a resolution.
Yes, which we
declaring
have
which we
on
have done
occasion
case
upon
basis.
visits by the foreign minister or the counterparts in the foreign senates. We've done that regularly. That's
Yes,
correct.
ma'am. That's correct. Thank you.
So,
Nagkaroon pa nga ng konting diskusyunan sa pagitan ni Senator Coco Pimentel at Senator Imee Marcos tungkol nga dito. Ngunit suma total ay parang malabo talagang pumasa sa unang pagdinig ang nasabing panukalang batas. Di umano'y tinatayang kukuha ng 15 million pesos na budget mula sa kaban ng bayan para nga sa mga pagsasaliksik at publikasyon na maaaring gawin para dito. Isa nga talagang pag-aaksaya sa oras at pera ng mga Pilipino. Dinepensahan naman ng Department of Foreign Affairs ang kanilang rason kung bakit nga ayaw nila at hindi na kinakailangan magpasa ng ganitong klase na batas sa bansa.
Coco, of the DFA is that there is no need to declare friendship days, and that in fact the counterpart countries such as Spain have never declared friendship days. Even if we have a Philippine-Spain friendship day sa Spain, di naman nila ginawang batas. So perhaps it's not necessary, and it might impose undue budget burdens on us to compel us year on year to celebrate when the usual practice is every 50 years only.
Actually, Madam Chair, the DMW is holding a friendship week. It's a friendship week. We just started it last year with
Is there a
Canada.
specific country? Just
So,
Canada.
so
Are we saying that the DMW holds the opposite notion, that it would be useful to have a friendship day? Because DFA already said it wasn't necessary. Sorry? It wasn't
Not necessary
necessary to have a law. It was great to have a friendship day. It could be done by an executive issuance if there was a landmark occasion. Otherwise, it could just occur exactly as the DMW has celebrated it without a law on their own and in the hope of fostering better relations. Tama ba yun?
Tama po, Madam Chair.
Will the passage of a law damage anything?
I don't think.
The DFA na tinatanong ko.
Apo.
Kasi sabi nyo, it can be done by executive action. So, if there is a law, kasi executive action, expression naman ng executive sentiment yon. What if it's expression of legislative sentiment in a law? Will it damage? Will it damage anything? Any system? Any ongoing processes?
Not damage in a sense, Your Honor, but we don't think that we can pursue activities without the law. For example, we have been doing commemorative events, not necessarily on National Day celebrations, but usually it is events as commemorative events are associated with the celebration of our National Day celebration. And we highlight commemorative events.
As a Candolada, you're arguing against yourself.
No.
You just said that you cannot celebrate unless there's a law.
No. Our position is
lost.
that we don't have to have a law to be able to celebrate a specific special day with a specific country. No. As we have argued that we have central position one, it's not, there is political sensitivity in some aspects. Second, it imposes on us the need to have appropriations, and we have a hard time at this time even asking for additional financial support. And of course, we think that we can proceed with the activities that we have without necessarily a law to be passed. And but we are proposing, if you allow us, Your Honors, we have something in mind that if we have to come up with specific activities, because the problem of implementation is always a problem for several of our foreign service posts. We cannot proceed with big activities precisely because we are limited with funds. Our proposal, it is just an idea at this time, is that we come up with an omnibus bill that would provide funding, and all foreign service posts making or celebrating commemorative events have access to these funds. Thank you.
I see. Well taken. Well taken. We understand that if law is then passed, a level of obligation on the part of the DFA as well as the DMW, whether they have the resources or not to celebrate and commemorate. Tama ba yun? Okay po. Maybe we can ask also the ambassadors who are online what their thoughts are. I think in Abu Dhabi, the ambassador is there, Ambassador Ver, Ambassador Vega, in
Virtue of
non-working day.
another law,
Wala
then it
nga eh.
remains. Dapat ito wala. It should not affect. It's just a declaration, a commemoration, a marking of the friendship with another country.
Yes, I think, for example, the commemoration of the Hungary Friendship Day is important because yun lang ang tanging kakampi ng Pilipinas sa
Precisely,
Eurobloc.
Precisely,
Isa yun.
mga ganun
Yung
ba?
medyo
So,
obvious ba? Sila lang ang bumoboto para sa atin lagi.
At saka, agree naman yata tayo that we want to be a friend to all nations. So all the more we are declaring friendship days which do not add to holidays. Which should
No,
not
wala naman.
add to holidays.
Wala naman talaga.
Walang effect.
Wala namang holiday, wala namang
Wala.
deklarasyon
It's just-
kung working or
It's just a
non-working.
commemoration. And then even yung actual celebration, nasa sa DFA na. Depends on your budget na.
Okay, we'll take that in
po.
consideration.